Hi, fourth graders. I just wanted to jump on here and I wanted to go back this week and go over some basic things for when we're reading fiction. So I have my whiteboard projected, and what I have on there is some basic jots. So I want to go over when we're reading fiction some of the things that I'd like you to jot about, and we can practice doing some simple jots and then going back and writing long off of our jots. So for this week and probably next week, I want us to focus on these types of jots. Very easy. I know you can do this. So I'll go over our chart. Readers use post-its to show their thinking. A funny part, an important part, a confusing part, a favorite part, and a part that makes you predict. So you can choose. I'm going to let you choose which one or more you would like to do as you're reading your fictional texts this week. And I want you to think of these prompts. What are you thinking? Jot a symbol and keep going. You'll go back and have to explain your thinking. So you might want to write a little bit on your post-it to kind of help you remember what your jot was about, but you don't have to go into great detail. That's what you're going to do when you do your write long. So I'm going to show you an example of how to do this. When we worked on this before spring break, I was reading the story Stinky, and we read chapters 1 and 2, and we really analyzed the way that the characters were interacting with each other. And if you guys remember, Stinky, I think his name's Stink, he was really upset that this little boy that came into his swamp wasn't getting freaked out and upset with all the tricks that he was trying to play on him. So the last thing that happened was Stink kicked the little boy Nick's hat into this bottomless pit here, right? And then he walked away saying, Plan D, I give up, right? So he's feeling pretty hopeless, like he doesn't know what else to do. He tried to trick this little boy and it didn't work. So we're going to read chapter 3, and I'm going to decide one of those jots that we just talked about, which one I would like to do, or maybe more than one. Okay, chapter 3. 3 days later, the kid did not come back. Good. I'm glad he's gone. I wonder if he's okay. Bang, bang. Oh, he's back. Bang, bang, bang. Huh? Sigh. On the sign it says, Lost, a lucky red hat. And it says Nick on it. Oh, no. It was his lucky hat. So there goes Stink running with all this, looks like tools maybe, right? I have to get it back. Be careful, Stinky. I got it. Oops, I'm falling into the bottomless pit. Bonk. Well, maybe not a bottomless pit, but it's very deep. I'll never get out. I'll never see my swamp again. Oh. Hello? Oh, it's you. Are you okay? How did you fall in? Wow, you found my hat. My dad gave it to me. It's my lucky hat. Thanks so much. Don't thank me. Why not? Because I kicked it in there. Huh? I was afraid of you because you're a kid and kids take baths. I put my toad in your treehouse and I hid your hammer and I pretended to be a ghost and I kicked your hat in the pit. But then I tried to get your hat back and I fell in. And so I'm sorry. I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to finish, but right now I'm just going to stop for a second because this is definitely an important part. And I'm just going to write Stink says sorry. And then I'm going to keep going. So this was an important part jot. Stink is saying sorry. And I'm going to keep going. Ha 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 ha. You aren't mad? I'm not mad. You're funny. You were afraid of me? Don't monsters eat kids? What? Yuck, no way. Ha ha, my name is Stinky Seymour, but you can call me Stinky. I'm Nick. Would you like to come to my treehouse? Yes. And then, ha, Wartbelly, I missed you. Croak. Oh, I see. Daisy is your toad. Yes, but I call her Wartbelly. Let's call her Daisy Wartbelly. Would you like an apple? Yuck. Thanks. Chomp. Wow, this is good. Here, have a pickled onion. Nick doesn't want a pickled onion. Okay, so if you guys remember, I did predict that these characters were going to be friends. And it looks like they did turn out to be friends. But what was important here was that what happened. Stinky said sorry, right? So I would say my favorite part is probably at the end. They're like sharing food, right? So if I went back, right, I could decide, okay, I have a favorite part. They're sharing food. They're friends now. I also have this important part when Stinky is saying sorry. As you're reading fictional texts or listening to books being read on Epic, whether you want to read them or listen to them, it's important that we stop almost every other page, every couple pages, and decide something important probably happened. You might be confused by something. You might be predicting things. Something funny might happen. Important parts are going to continue to happen. I don't know if I said them all, but important parts are something that we always need to focus on because it really steers our plot. So I'm going to stop here and I'm going to talk to you now about what we did last week when we did a write long. So I did my important part, right? Stinky says sorry, or Stink says sorry. I'm going to put this right on here and I'm going to segue into how to do a write long, because on Wednesday you'll do a write long. So today, Monday, you'll only be responsible, as you'll see on Google Classroom, to read and do some jots. I will post the link to the chart so you can check out the chart as you do your jots. On Wednesday, we're going to practice write longs. So I'm going to go over again how to do that. We restate our jot, we explain with details, and then we close using an opinion or a prediction. So I'm going to use my color-coded chart up here, restate my jot. So in chapter 3, an important part was when Stink said he was sorry to Nick. And now in green, I'm going to add details to explain that. So why is that important? This is the why, right? That's important because now they can be friends. Right? And to close this up, I'm going to say all the things that Stink thought about humans or boys and kids really was wrong. And now he knows, right? Because he told the truth and said sorry. All right, so this is very simply, we're going to restate our jot, we're going to explain with details, and we're going to close it up, okay? So this is our example of our write long. And I'll go back to our jots. This is the example of the jots that you're going to do when you read, okay? You're going to stop and say, what am I thinking? Okay, did something really important just happened? Did something that was really funny happen? Did something confuse you? Did something make you think about a prediction that you might make? All right. So because I was at the end of a book, okay, I didn't really have any more predictions to make. It ended nice. That was my favorite part, right? So today I assigned a book to you on Epic. And as you listen to chapter 1 of that book, I want you to think about these jots and decide which one or two you want to do. All right. And then on Wednesday, the assignment will post for you to read chapter 2. And on Wednesday, I think we'll probably practice a write long. Okay. So I think you guys will be good with this explanation. If you have any questions, as always, just ask your parents to help you to reach out to me. And at 11 o'clock, we will have a word work hangout. So I will see you soon. Okay.